Hello, queens and kings. It's Dana Store Codes, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry. Yes, we're meant to have a sale today. But before we can have that sale, I got a package in. And we're going to do an unboxing. Who doesn't love to see what's come in? Let's dig into this beast. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Oh. Okie dokie. Well, it's well wrapped, thank goodness. And finally, auction house stickers. Let's get into it. First, let's do the singular piece. Cannot turn away an antique box. Can any of you guess what it is? Just from the color? Now, I'm going to probably keep that box for display. Let's just see if she lights up. Every single bead. Can't wait to clean it. Those are check. Now, might be able to cut those wires off and add an extender to it. But as it sits, let me throw it on. It looks like a 16. It is perfect collar for me. This is just below my collarbone. But if anyone wants it longer, I will certainly try and adjust it for you. Can't wait to clean them. I think, did we save this one? No, because there was something in particular in this lot that I had to have. Because we all know they are rare. They're flapper length blue pools of light. Holy mother. Again, can't wait to clean them. Look at that color. Stunning. Oh, they're so heavy. They're so lush. I mean, not so heavy that they're going to choke you, but so heavy that they're awesome. Whoa, that's a shorty. How in the heck does that work? Ah, okay. There we go. The crackle glass. And the opalite is crackled too. Ooh, and it's got like pink in it. Oh, I can't wait to clean them. How gorgeous. Now, you know, you might think layered. Look at that old clasp. Holy Christopher. Now, I don't like to date by class, but when you see layered pieces, you think 1950s. That no way this is 1950s. This is Art Deco. And there's pink in the opalite, which means it's like fire opalite. Can't wait to clean it. I got one of these recently. Something very similar. I would say identical. If amber glass is your jam, that is Art Deco as well. Love the old draw bolts, not as opposed to a spring. Let's see. It's just a piece. So I'll probably use the pieces. Oh, I don't know. The necklace is pretty cool too. Edwardian Deco, roll gold, crystal, not rock crystal quartz. But I knew I did see some rock crystal quartz in there, and yes, we do have it. Oh, that's a great strand. It's over the head. You know, it's tied off there rather than having a clasp on it. But little black faceted disc, rock crystal quartz. I'll test it. It might just be crystal. Let's fire up the tester. Do I have it handy? Should. Ah, there it is. You can just use your diamond tester. You don't need a Presidium. I'll show you how. Ooh, coral colored. Coral and iridescent glass. You know, the beauty of these pieces is every single one of those beads was hand set and hand wired in. They weren't, you know, crafty pieces, but rather they were made for a purpose. Ooh, 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 look. Oh my God, those are gorgeous. Venetian beads. Look how they're split. They look like little snow globes on green pearlescent glass. Oh, love it. Absolutely. That's Victorian, but unfortunately just a piece. That's when I look for my other pieces. There's milk glass, set with milk glass beads. That's Art Deco as well. Twisted Art Deco white milk glass. Now that one, that's unusual. It was set with a clasp. That looks like either roll gold or gold. And that's marked. 9 karat gold clasp. That's always nice to have. And then there's some loose random beads in there. Probably a piece of that Victorian. Love that faceted glass though. Whoa, now this one. I don't think this is, no, these are full necklaces. I did buy a lot recently from this house. Amethyst glass, the old purple color. Let's get some more light on the camera here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was definitely interested in these because they might just be, they don't feel cold enough to be pools of light rock quartz, but rock crystal quartz, but they do They probably are. Oh, they're a nice long strand. They probably are check crystal. And they're very attached to this piece. That looks like probably 1950s with that Aurora Borealis finish. It'd be really pretty on though. Yeah, some of these are vintage, some of them are antique. Whoa, yeah, that antique needs redone. But a beautiful French jet collar. I would probably, because it's just the issues there back on the link, I'd probably just finish that out. Because could you imagine the work to do that collar? That would be insane. Way beyond my pay grade. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone got inventive here. These are going to need restrung. Someone definitely got inventive and took. Okay, well, you can see all the way up to there, they're uranium. But we can restring that. I'm hoping to use some of my time off over Christmas to do content and to do some beading work. This is 1950s. Tortoiseshell glass. Iridescent and tortoiseshell. Beautiful if these are your colors. Love the finished out clasp as well. And a nice longer length. Usually when you get them, they might be 1940s even. By the 50s, everyone was into chokers. Feels like crystal to me. Of course, these are tiny pools of light. That would be fantastic to extend a shorter necklace. We'll check them, but they're probably crystal. Love this. And I'm assuming and suspecting that that is, oh, I don't think it is uranium glass. I think it's peridot glass. Oh, nope. It's just too bright there. It is uranium. We've just got too many lights on. That's why we do, you know, try to do the light show. That's probably a bit of uranium and UV reactive as well. I can see the uranium. The UV reactive is harder with the lights on. Nope, just uranium. And that feels like, those feel like faceted glass beads. They might have a bit of crystal in them. We'll see once we clean them up. Now, if you watch the channel, if you're a fan of the channel, and you see these beads, you know this has been restrung because this is French. It's on wire. The clasp has been replaced. Yep, and they are uranium. Some of them glow a little bit brighter than others. And this is a Rousselet. I saw those Rousselet beads and I was like, oh my God. And the fact that it was on wire. I'm not thrilled that the clasp has been replaced at some point, so you can't date by the clasp, kids. Sometimes you can, but not in this instance. That those 100% are Rousselet uranium. And they've got just the palest pink crystal in between. Oh, I can't wait to clean them. Can't wait to show you. Made in England. Yeah, don't discount English glass makers. You would look at this, and if it didn't have that clasp, and they might very well be French beads, and someone just put that English clasp on them. The clasp was definitely made in England. That clasp looks like, with that sunburst, looks like 1950s. It's certainly plated. I'll test it. Marked gold, under 2 grams of gold. You didn't legally have to. Look at the stains. The state of my nails from. Yeah, this is how you get antique jewelry and antique glass. And I personally wouldn't ever send it out that way. It's too easy to clean it. Okay, now because it's lower on the registry glass, I always put my tester up 1 bar. So we're going to find out whether or not this is just crystal, or if any of these pieces are rock crystal quartz. Nope, went up. Oops, went up. We don't want to scratch it. Went up 1 bar. Eee. So the fact that it went up 1 bar tells us that it's crystal. I didn't really suspect that piece. It was not very heavy. Feels like a lower lead content. It has to be 12% to be called leaded glass. Oh, that's going to tangle in there. Yeah, those are crystal as well. I suspected that. Come back down, you. Sometimes you have to make sure that it goes back down, because you don't want any false reads. No, those are check glass. Unfortunately, those are not cold enough to be rock crystal pools of light. They are pools of light, but they're check glass pools of light. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and test every piece, just the ones that I truly suspect. Now, we'll do these just for kicks. Yep, crystal. I'll probably just, depending on how that cleans up, I might just use the antique pieces, the antique parts, to extend necklaces for you. Now, this is the one that's most promising, shall we say. Yep. Rock crystal quartz. So, that I pay a lot for this glass. It doesn't come cheap, but because there's always, you know, as dealers we know, there can always be rock crystal quartz, and that's a chance that you take. Quite often, you know, I boast that I can tell by sight, and I almost knew immediately when I saw these and they were held up that they were rock crystal quartz. Aren't they spectacular? And a nice longer length as well. My favorite piece is, of course, the uranium, the rock crystal quartz, these phenomenal yard of pools of light, that fabulous minty green uranium. I'm a green person. I love things, all things green, and it just looks alive and promise of spring. These Venetian glass. Oh, that is a fabulous necklace. Oh my goodness. And of course, I love the antique case for display. I want to thank you for coming in for the unboxing and remind you that there is a sale, All I Want for Christmas. My favorite items that I'm going to bring to you for Christmas. And hopefully there's something wonderful that I can tempt you to purchasing for someone else or yourself. Because sometimes we have to treat ourselves as well as treat others. Be kind to yourself, be kind to one another. I love you all very much, Queens and Kings, and I will see you very shortly. It's 4 p.m. today, Eastern, which will make it 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's 9 p.m. here in England. I want to give, my European clients the chance to come in for a bit as well. I'll put up a quick preview later. But I want to not caution you, but maybe give you a tip. Don't miss a minute. Because not only am I going to have the most fantastic pieces, there will also be the most fantastic prices. I don't think there's anywhere else that you can find European, English, even sometimes American antique and vintage jewelry like I bring to you. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and come into one of our live sales. Have a wonderful day, Queens and Kings. I will see you soon.